Gamesters.
Metal Wolf Chaos is a thrilling, exciting, and explosive third-person mech shooter made by From Software for the original Xbox in 2004 and was a Japanese exclusive until it was ported to PC in 2019 by Devolver Digital. Metal Wolf Chaos stars Michael Wilson, 47th President of the United States, in his battle for America's freedom against the traitorous Vice President Richard Hawk. This fight for freedom is so critical that the Commander-in-Chief has brought out the biggest, baddest weapon for it, the mobile armor unit, Metal Wolf. Only you, the player, can do your civic duty as an American to help President Wilson liberate America from the tyrannical clutches of Richard Hawk, while also clearing his name after being labeled a terrorist. Metal Wolf Chaos is a very simple and straightforward game progression. Select a stage, beat the stage, watch a cutscene, rinse and repeat. During some sections of the game, you'll have multiple stages to select and are free to complete them in whatever order you want. As for the levels themselves, they are often small, but contain a lot of hidden collectibles and secret areas hidden beneath the rubble of the almost completely destructible environment. Making the levels more constrained was a good design decision because this makes the stages easy to replay in order to get a collectible that you may have missed, of which there are two: energy pods and POWs. Energy pods are essential collectibles for upgrading your mobile armor's stats. If you collect a set of 5, Metal Wolf levels up, increasing your HP, shields, and your propulsion time as a result, and even giving you some enhanced moves. While rescuing POWs is vital for money maxing so you can buy killer weapons for later in the game. Most stages have simple objectives like destroy all target areas, or some levels are entirely a boss battle where you need to disable some kind of weapon or shield mechanism to actually go toe-to-toe against the boss. The early bosses are weird because a lot of them will simply stand still and let you kill them. Thankfully, the bosses in the later stages put up a much better fight, and the difficulty curve overall is fairly reasonable. After completing each stage, you get graded on your performance and receive money, which is vital to unlocking and purchasing new weapons to crush the competition. Despite the wide variety of equipable weapons, the majority of them are novelties at best. My recommendation is to invest in machine guns, assault rifles, bazookas, and missile launchers. Everything else is situational or downright useless. Although the gameplay in Metal Wolf Chaos is certainly fun and engaging, what really kept me going was the story. This game's story is the most insanely demented and hilarious thing I've ever witnessed. Part of this is the Lynchian synthesis of the writing and voice acting.
Metal Wolf's pilot is meaner than Satan himself.
These cutscenes honestly make me feel like the story of Metal Wolf Chaos was written by some kind of alien that only learned about humanity through non-stop viewing of Independence Day, Team America World Police, and InfoWars.
Are you trying to have sex with me?
The main villain, Richard Hawk, easily takes the cake for the best performance. Every line this guy delivered was pure comedy gold. This guy knows he's a heel and revels in it from start to finish.
You gonna complain? He's a coward. I can't win. So shoot me, Michael. Or are you a chicken?
Now for some minor complaints. The imbalance of weapon types is a serious detriment to Metal Wolf Chaos's entertainment value, as machine guns at their maximum level so grossly outclass every other weapon type that it isn't even funny. The best loadout is 4 heavy machine guns, a pair of bazookas, and the last 2 slots for whatever you like. Another thing that annoyed me was that even though the controls and mechanics are highly intuitive and straightforward, to the point where there's no tutorial necessary, except for one little thing. The game never tells you at any point that you have a super move called the Blaze Attack. This is executed by pressing both joysticks down, and it makes Metal Wolf perform a big Gundam Heavy Arm style barrage attack, doing tons of damage and making you temporarily invincible all the while. I went through all of Metal Wolf Chaos never using this attack one single time, until the showdown with Richard. He is impossible to beat unless you do your own Blaze Attack to survive through his. If you don't, you die.
Michael, looks like you were fresh out of justice tonight, eh? Could you look after me from heaven? I love you, honey.
Die. And to add insult to injury, there aren't enough enemies in Richard's stage to naturally charge up your Blaze Attack. You need to find a hidden power-up in the level to max your blaze meter, otherwise you are doomed to fail. Also, sometimes I would very rarely fall through the floor and die. This was honestly more funny than frustrating. but it happened right towards the end of a long level, so it pissed me off enough to bring it up. However, despite all its flaws, Metal Wolf Chaos was a massive thrill from start to finish. The satirical, ultra-patriotic story and the non-stop mechanized shoot-'em-up action kept me thoroughly entertained and delighted during my brief 15-hour playthrough. I absolutely recommend that you Pokemon go to the Steam store and buy this game right now. You'll absolutely love it, and if you don't, it's because you're a communist chomoid that hates America. You have less than 1 year.